Hello and welcome to the first in a series of videos we're going to trial over the next few weeks, where we bring you a short afternoon summary of the latest marketing news taken from some of the world's leading resources. Our aim is to summarise the latest stories, giving you useful insight coupled with a bit of our own opinion, and provide you with the links in the description below so you can follow up on what's most interesting to you. So, today in the drum, John McCarthy reports on whether advertising budgets would withstand a second lockdown during the crucial Christmas period. In the article, media buyers were asked which clients would keep spending and which wouldn't. Jeremy Hine from the Mullen Lowe Group UK spoke about an expected rise in spending after the first lockdown, especially across digital, social and video, despite overall spend being down year on year. He also mentioned the European luxury sector taking a big hit with a lack of high-spending tourists. I think that's probably the same for design outlets like Bicester too. Now, we're firmly in November, so I don't think anyone would complain about me mentioning Christmas now. And Marketing Week reports on Pepsi's Christmas advert hitting back at traditional cliches with a funky remix rap advert that's quite catchy, and the aim to flip traditions on the head I feel might be a step too far in 2020. We've had too much change this year. Do we want a new normal for Christmas too? A report from Nielsen has created 5 new consumer groups to predict holiday spending across consumer types in the new normal. Constrained and restricted. People financially constrained as a result of COVID-19, these consumers have less money to spend due to local restrictions on travel, business and/or social interactions. These consumers have less freedom to physically shop too. Online will be key as they shop around for the best deals. Constrained but free. They have the same financial constraints as the previous group, but because they have no physical restrictions, they will have more freedom to celebrate with others. They will be looking for ways to make their money go further with the likelihood of spending time with larger groups of family and friends. The cautious middle. Not yet impacted financially, and celebrations are not limited by physical restrictions, these consumers hold fears for the worst times ahead. They are more likely to be cautious spenders and may prioritise occasions and gift giving with those closest to them. Insulated but restricted. Not financially impacted by COVID-19, but festivities will be impacted by local physical restrictions, such as lockdowns. Forced smaller gatherings may curtail normal spending levels, but encourage more self-indulgent celebrations. Financial flexibility will drive these consumers to splurge in some ways to compensate for the experiences that are no longer possible, like travel or seeing people. Insulated and free. These people, again, are not financially impacted by COVID-19. While their own social interactions may not be restricted, their typical celebrations may be affected by those unable to be with them this year. These consumers are likely to spend the most freely and to exhibit pre-coronavirus holiday behaviour. Many will be compensating for luxuries foregone early in the year. So what does this mean for brands and marketeers? Gifting from segment to segment will differ to normal. Will there be a trade-off between gifts and going out? Without the ability to spend money and celebrate with friends, relatives and colleagues due to the government restrictions, will we see a more lavish present under the tree? It's also suggested that holiday spending and gifting will be defined by 3 new categories: make healthy happen, celebrate safely, and premiumize an everyday experience. Read more in the description below. In a global survey conducted by language and behavioural science agency Schwa, 190 communications and brand directors have established that many brands have been communicating differently in the pandemic, with 3 in 5 UK directors observing a change in the communication style. The report highlights a split in the manner brands are communicating, with some tending to be more soft and fluffy and others falling back on formal corporate speak. The report, featured in the drum, also discusses the use of humour in corporate messaging and the importance of writing skills across business. And finally, how do you create a successful brand collaboration in a crowded market? Experts say brands should opt for functionality over buzz for long-term impact. Take Cole Haan's new partnership with Slack, in which the nearly 100-year-old footwear company announced £95 trainers featuring Slack's corporate logo and 4 signature colours. GQ described the collaboration as bizarre and way past the point of irony, while a few folks on Twitter mocked the corporate pairing too. Christine Nordheim, a marketing consultant and associate teaching professor at Georgetown University, noted brands should consider the long-term value of the partnership rather than just jumping in with the goal of creating short-term buzz. She said, "The promotion seems like an example of desperation and overreaching." I don't think I entirely agree with this. I don't think I entirely agree with it being desperate. It's fun, it's short-term, a one-off, short-run, special, one-of-a-kind product that no one else has. Yes, normally it needs to bring in value to both parties, but it's a buzz for the moment. Okay, and clearly it's not my area of expertise, but if I wasn't on my own self-imposed shoe ban for the year, I'd already have a pair in my basket. In fact, I'll add them to my Christmas list now. And that's today's video done. Hope you found it useful. Please feel free to comment below, subscribe, and hit me up if you have any questions. Bye.